Okay, this raid is a really interesting raid, not for the actual raid itself, but for how the base ended up like this. If you have a look at the base, you've got two single infernos. So like the base design looks okay, but two single infernos and bow to ground, bow to ground, bow to ground. Now, how does that happen in a situation where all 3 stars are air right now in an elite clan? Well, the way it happens is people review bases, get asked to change base, person puts in a new base, and then what's happened here is, and this is what you all need to be careful of, the default when you're building a base, the infernos default to single and the bows default to ground. And so if you don't pick up that the defaults are like that, you end up with a base like this where you've got infernos as single, bows to ground, and you've just given away a 3-star if you're running it in a war right now. So that's something for everyone to be careful of when you actually, like plans before wars, just scan your bases, just check you haven't had all the settings on your infernos and your bows to default not to defend air. So anyway, that's how this base ended up like this. So we were expecting this to be 3-starred, and this was sort of a bit of a gimme for VN Champions, but quite by accident. So I guess despite that, you still got to go and 3-star the base. So what are they using? Well, they're using the pretty much standard attack right now, which is go and take out the Inferno and 2 ADs. Now you notice here we've got ADs sort of deep-ish, or 1 shallow, 1 deep, 1 shallow, 1 deep, and place the middle of each side. The reason we've done shallow deep is to try and create a bit more distance in terms of the freeze between the Inferno and the AD, so that's good practice there, and probably would work actually. The freezes would be risky anyway. So but given that, what he's doing is attacking middle of the side. He'll attack from the corner, take out 2 ADs, and then probably go for this Inferno. But given the positioning, it's hard to get to that Inferno with taking out those 2 ADs. It's not a bad style if you aren't keen on your sort of splash damage, because you'll see here that the a bunch of the Wiz towers have ADs in range, so they're going to be useless as well. So anyway, the Queen's jumped in, Queen's working way through, and then he drops his balloons to make sure the Inferno doesn't kill his Queen. So the Inferno locks on the Queen, he has to use his Queen ability to take it off, and then he'll start his airdrop, and hopefully the Inferno will focus on the lava before going back to the Queen. So standard drop, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. See, dropping at each defense, just a couple of balloons at each defense. That one was slightly off, meant that to go to the Wiz tower. Rage, and he's out of freezes at this stage, but given that he's got balloons and a single Inferno, they're just going to get monstered by these balloons. Single Infernos are pretty useless against balloons, and so that gets taken out pretty easily. So you can see the base was a certainty to go down given the type of air defense it had. Here we've got, he doesn't use a distraction loon here. As a result, he sort of takes a bit of damage, but he's got his king here as the distraction troop for these ones, and that's why his loons just come through. Anyway, good raid there. You expect that base to be 3-starred right now. And the main thing about that raid is just to be really careful when you're building bases of the defaults on your Inferno and on your Wiz tower. So that brought the war to, what's that raid number? 9, so I think it's 7-2 at this stage of the war. So Exodius reasonably comfortable, expected that base to go down.